Good evening. Welcome to Đồng Nai Radio and Television Station. Here's the news today. Yesterday, Prime Minister Phạm Minh Chính visited and worked at Chu Lai Port, Chu Lai Airport and Taco Chu Lai Factory, Núi Thành District, Quảng Nam.
Prime Minister Phạm Minh Chính said that Quảng Nam province currently has enough traffic infrastructure such as highways, national highways, coastal roads, airports. The infrastructure connecting the vertical axis is relatively good, but the horizontal axis is still limited. Taco Trường Hải proposed to expand Chu Lai Port and build two new roads parallel to National Highway 14D and 14E in order to increase the connection of raw material areas in the Central Highlands, Laos and Cambodia in the form of BOT. Prime Minister Phạm Minh Chính assigned the Ministry of Transport to implement the expansion of Chu Lai Port soon for the east-west axis traffic route. The Prime Minister requested to invest in a new road parallel to the two National Highway 14D and 14E. In the implementation process, there are difficulties and obstacles about the mechanism, which Quảng Nam and the government will remove.
According to the Vietnam Association of Seafood Exporter and Producer, from the beginning of the year until now, the total export value reached $384 million USD, up 93.6% over the same period last year.
In which Bangladesh export to the U.S. reached $94.57 million USD, up 119.7% over the same period last year. The U.S. is currently the number one market for Vietnamese Bangladesh exports. It is forecast that the recovery and strong demand of the U.S. market will continue in the first half of this year. The second largest market, China, also rose strongly when it reached $85.8 million USD, up 239.6% over the same period in 2021. Bangladesh exports are recovering after more than 2 years of being heavily affected by the COVID-19 pandemic. However, processing and exporting enterprises are facing a shortage of raw material, a sudden increase in the price of profits, and an increase in the freight share, according to the world price of petrol.
The Ministry of Health has just sent a report to the Prime Minister of COVID-19 vaccines, saying that Australia has confirmed that it can donate about 37 million doses of COVID vaccine to children.
Accordingly, Phase 1 is expected to have about 9.7 million doses, including 700,000 doses of Pfizer and 9 million doses of Moderna. These vaccines all have an expiry date of July 2022, are available in Australia and can be shipped to Vietnam in early April. The second phase had about 4 million doses, manufactured by Pfizer and supported by the Australian government through UNICEF. Also in April, in addition, the Ministry will coordinate with the Ministry of Foreign Affairs to continue mobilizing vaccine ads for children from many sources. Previously, the government approved the purchase of 21.9 million doses of COVID-19 vaccine for children 5 to under 12 years old.
U.S. Secretary of State Antony Blinken yesterday held talks with Palestinian President Mahmoud Abbas in the West Bank city of Ramallah.
At the talks, the U.S. Secretary of State affirmed his commitment to rebuilding relations with Palestinian Authority, which has seriously deteriorated under the previous U.S. administration, emphasized pursuing a two-state solution to the decade-long Israeli-Palestinian conflict. For his part, Palestinian President Mahmoud Abbas also emphasized the U.S. administration of President Biden needs to pursue a two-state solution, stop illegal Israeli settlement activity, maintain the historical status in al-Aqsa Mosque Square, stop Israel's unilateral action, and reopen the U.S. consulate for Palestinians in Jerusalem. The meeting between the U.S. Secretary of State and the Palestinian president took place. Foreign ministers of some Arab countries come to Israel to attend the Israel-Arab Peace Conference, attended by the U.S. Secretary of State.
A suspected terrorist gun attack took place on March 26 on the city of Hadad in the central Israel, killing 8 people, including 2 police officers.
Police spokesman Ali Levy said 2 men armed with rifles opened fire on the main street in Hadera, about 50 kilometers north of Tel Aviv. Police were quickly on the scene and shot down the attackers. The identity of attacker is currently unknown. U.S. Secretary of State Antony Blinken condemned an attack by tweeting on Twitter. As of this morning, on the Telegram account, the self-proclaimed Islamic State group has admitted to carry out the attack. Israeli police have been put on high alert across the country following an attack by a man with a car and knife that left 4 people dead and 2 others seriously injured on March 22.
That's all for today. Thank you for watching. See you next time.